Concerns about the new Omicron variant also impacting our economy, and you're taking a live look here at the big board at the New York Stock Exchange. You can see the Dow is off some 492 points at the moment. NASDAQ down as well, some 200 points. Now, this is the head of the Federal Reserve testified on Capitol Hill this morning. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell joining us live now with the challenges, Marie, that experts say are ahead.
Jim, so experts say the arrival of this brand new variant does pose a threat to the U.S. economy, and they say these are issues that won't go away anytime soon.
On Capitol Hill, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen addressed the threat of the emergence of the variant Omicron poses to the U.S. economy.
The recent rise in COVID-19 cases and the emergence of the Omicron variant pose downside risks to the employment and economic activity and increased uncertainty for inflation.
And we saw a glimpse of that last week when the World Health Organization labeled it as a variant of concern. That same day, Wall Street spun out, selling off stocks and oil, though it did regain much of its lost ground Monday. During the hearing, Powell warned if this variant prolongs the pandemic, there will be a noticeable impact that keeps prices rising. It could also hurt job growth, and it may even make the supply chain crisis worse. Meanwhile, as scientists and health experts are trying to learn more about this variant to try and stay ahead of it, Yellen says vaccines will still be key in this battle to stabilize the economy during this pandemic.
We're still waiting for more data, but what remains true is that our best protection against the virus is the vaccine. People should get vaccinated and boosted.
Powell has also said the arrival of this variant may impact people's willingness to work in person, which in turn would affect the labor market. Live from Harbor Island, Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Marie, thank you very much. Well, meanwhile, health experts this morning are weighing whether to give the green light to a new tool in the fight against COVID. An FDA panel meeting right now to discuss data on Merck's antiviral pill. Now, the company is seeking emergency use authorization for this drug, which has been shown to be effective in treating people after they come down with COVID and preventing the most severe symptoms. Merck says its pill can cut those most serious cases down by 30%. Pfizer is also seeking authorization on its own pill, which it claims is up to 89% effective in preventing serious symptoms. A doctor that we spoke to earlier this month says it's possible that down the line the pills could be prescribed together.
One can even imagine a situation like in HIV, like in hepatitis C, where the combination of both drugs might even be more potent. But, 89% is pretty good as it gets.
Yeah, aside from its effectiveness, doctors say this could be a big breakthrough for COVID treatments. Taking pills would be simpler, for instance, than a treatment with antibodies, which need to be infused into the body. We're going to continue to keep an eye on that meeting and let you know what develops. For the latest updates right to your phone, be sure to download the free 10 News smartphone app. Well, now to the marathon testimony in the Elizabeth Holmes trial. The Theranos founder back on the stand for yet another day of testimony. Today's cross-examination comes after she made allegations yesterday that she was sexually abused by her former boyfriend and business partner. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has more.
This morning, Elizabeth Holmes fighting back tears on the stand at her criminal trial, telling a packed courtroom she was raped while at Stanford and decided to drop out to pour herself into building Theranos. It was one of many stunning claims made by Holmes during her fourth day of testimony. The Theranos founder, once considered a rising star in Silicon Valley.
We've made it possible to run comprehensive laboratory tests from a tiny sample or a few drops of blood.
Also alleging her former boyfriend and the COO of her company, Ramesh Sunny Balwani, abused her physically, emotionally, and verbally. Allegations he has firmly denied. Holmes sharing with the court her personal notes and recounting exchanges she said she had with Balwani, suggesting he controlled what she ate, dictated her schedule, and forced her to have sex at times during their nearly decade-long relationship. Holmes testifying Balwani told her, "I needed to kill the person that I was to become a new Elizabeth who could be a successful entrepreneur."
The allegations were going to have no bearing on the trial because although it may be something that she was subject to, that doesn't speak to the actual charges of fraud and the intent that is required for fraud, because that is a measure of whether or not she knew she was making false statements about the company at the time.